Well, we made mistakes, you know. The first pick was on me.
In 2025, it's a hilarious choice.
You put 40-year-old Joe Flacco on a tush push. The Browns are embarrassing, and not the team as a whole. It's really just Kevin Stefanski, because for some reason he keeps dragging a 40-year-old man out there to play quarterback. Now, I understand my audience, right? I don't think 40-year-old is old. That's just so weird. That's what young people say. I don't believe that. Now, what I do scientifically believe is that 40-year-old in the NFL at almost any position except kicker and long snapper, even long snapper, it's a bad place to be. All right, now shout out to Aaron Rodgers, shout out to Tommy Brady, but I'm not sure if Joe Flacco eats avocado ice cream. So as it stands right now, Joe Flacco is garbage. But this isn't news to you, because we knew that after the first week. We knew that after the last time we saw Joe Flacco play for the Colts. So what today we're going to do, we're going to do something a little new. We're going to obviously watch a little bit of the interview, see Kevin Stefanski somehow try to defend this and say and confirm why Joe Flacco is starting. And here's that quote right there. So that's not our focus. We didn't do enough on offense. That was head coach Kevin Stefanski in his post-game conference regarding a change at quarterback. He says Joe Flacco will start in Week 5's game in London. So there will be no change coming. Now, again, I don't know what film he's looking at, but we're going to look at some film. We're going to look at some highlights. We're going to look at some other things. I also want to point this out. I talked about this in my 1 o'clock recap, but from ESPN Research, Joe Flacco's 6 interceptions are the most by a Browns quarterback through the first 4 games of a season since Baker Mayfield's 6 in 2019. Now, I will say that having, your name next to Baker Mayfield, I mean, he'd take y'all to the playoffs for a long time. Some people still want him back. I don't know. Maybe Joe Flacco turns it around. Maybe Kevin Stefanski's seen this stat and is like, oh, hold up. I know the way this ends. Just let him cook. Maybe I'm wrong. Hey, I've gotten paid zero monies from the NFL. Yes, monies is how you pronounce it. But it's just a tough scene. It's tough to see that. And then, of course, you had Joe Flacco, kind of taking ownership of one of his interceptions. He said one of his interceptions was his fault. So shout out to you. I wonder if the strip sack that happened, because remember, he gave away the ball 3 times. Both of them looked like miscommunications, but on one of them, I guess he specifically said that he was just out of line or whatnot. But let's get into it. Actually, before we even hear it, because I don't want to listen to it. I don't want to hear it. I want to give you some proof. I don't want you to think I'm just some Shedeur Glazer. Now, am I a Shedeur Glazer? Sure, because when he said this, if you see the quarterback playing the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing that. Some people tried to skewer him. Some people tried to say, and I'm not even saying he was talking about Joe Flacco. I'm just saying I'm watching Geno Smith throw ham sandwiches up. I'm watching Jared Goff, the same quarterback that won. He's throwing, like, people are throwing picks. It's a lot of bad quarterback play. Y'all tell me where Tyler Shug is. Oh, he couldn't beat out 5th round pick Spencer Rattler. That's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out Jackson Dart, but he didn't even throw for over 200 yards. Since that's something y'all hold against Jalen Hurts. So I mean, I'll hold it against Jackson Dart. But shout out to Jackson Dart, he had a good game. And then you got the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, the steely veteran. Guess what he's doing on 2nd and 2? How about a nice slide at the... You slid into a sack, Joe. And I'm not getting on Joe. Everybody loves Joe Flacco. But put the youngs in there. Give Dillon Gabriel. Give Shedeur Sanders. What are we doing? Like, at this point, I'm a concerned football watcher. I like watching good football. I'm a Texans fan, so we're struggling. We've got our own identity crises. But my God, it seems like y'all have got an elite defense. Actually, statistically, one of the best. Number 1 in rushing yards a game, number 2 in passing yards a game, as well in sacks. Highest graded in overall defense, pass rush, and run defense. Kind of a good squad. So it's a little different. Y'all's defense lives up to the hype that our defense doesn't. So when I see y'all playing through quarterback play like this,
Choosing to
and look, I love Joe. I love Joe Flacco. I really do. But man, oh man, on 2nd and 8, I mean, we're you look like Arch Manning. You skipped it before the thing didn't even pass the line of scrimmage, big homie. Now, was this a screen? Am I wrong? No, this wasn't a screen. He just threw that thing.
It's hilarious.
He just skipped it up. I don't understand, man. I don't understand, man. I don't get it. And I wanna focus on this, right? Because I talked about the Shedeur thing, and I want to point out that it goes deeper than Shedeur. And this is the reason why I don't want Shedeur to start. Because the Browns' offensive line and now I believe coach are just completely incompetent. It's just not going to be. If you like Shedeur and you want him to breathe with the lungs that God gave him, you probably don't want him taking snapbacks behind taking snaps behind this offensive line, behind this coaching staff. The same coaching staff. Oh, Ashton Genty's breaking a big run in the 4 o'clock window. Oh, my goodness. Ashton Genty just had a touchdown. Shout out big Ashton Genty. The same quarterback staff, and this was crazy to me. Browns get down to the goal line, not once, but twice. You put 40-year-old Joe Flacco on a tush push. Two times. I get it. Joe Flacco's a big summer gun. He used to QB sneak back in his heyday. I understand that. I'm seeing you eye to eye, Big Kevo. But you have Quinshon Judkins, Harold Fannin. You got David Njoku, Dillon Sampson. You got plenty of ways. Dog, go Wildcat. Go lead blocker. I get that what you're trying to get after, but did we have to use the 40-year-old? Put Dillon Gabriel in there and let him do that. I think 5'9" Dillon Gabriel has a better chance than 40-year-old 6'5" Joe Flacco right now. No, he didn't look that bad. I gotta be honest. But y'all called it twice. That's a you know what I'm saying? We gonna get the drop on him real quick. Okay, because nobody in their right mind would expect you to do that. So hey, good job, Kevin Stefanski. But to run it again, I don't know. Maybe Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry just have a bet on this season. Let's hear a little bit from Kevin Stefanski. And then we're gonna go into the interviews, or not the interviews,
because we know you can't do.
Not the interviews, but the highlights. So just a little bit of this, probably like a minute.
The things necessary to beat a good team on the road. That's the frustrating part for me and for our players and everybody. It's tough. Injuries-wise, Sed Tillman has a hamstring injury. DeAndre Carter has a knee injury. I'll have more information over the next couple days. But yeah, can't do those things and expect to beat a good team on the road. With that, I'll take any questions. Yeah, it's just it's frustrating, Mary Kay, because we know you can't do those things and expect to win on the road, and so I got to get it fixed. Yeah, we all share in those things. We all own it, and we all have to be better. I'm not going to get into the specifics, but obviously a miscommunication.
And then the Judy one, did you think he got? I know Jerry thought he was interfered with. What did you see? Look like it was
yeah, hard. I didn't have a good look at it.
Yeah. They're talking about the big picks.
Yeah, obviously when we struggle like we did on offense, obviously Mary Kay, I understand the question, but that's not our focus.
So that was Mary Kay asking about the change at quarterback, but.
Yeah. Again, I respectfully, we didn't do enough on offense.
So the king of deflecting deflects every single. They're trying to say, "Hey, Joe Flacco keeps throwing ham sandwiches." Look at Joe, and we talked about this last week. Look at Joe Flacco, yo. He looks like he just got hit by a train filled with ghosts. Y'all watch Harry Potter? Y'all remember that one? Which one? What episode that is? Is that episode 5? The order of I don't know. The chocolate in the and the dude with the dude go like how but he actually aware. I don't want to spoil it, but they the train, they on it, they doing it, and then the Dementors, the chocolate. You seen this scene? Watch Harry Potter, okay? He looked like he was that. He looked like he got smacked with a Dementor bus. Cause look at it, there's no soul here. Are you okay, Joe?
Well, I think anytime you play like that, it's frustrating. So yeah, pretty frustrating.
Joe, I mean, it's pretty obvious that you just didn't get very much help in this football game. I know you're all in it together, but it really just looked like there were plenty of drops.
Well, we made mistakes. The first pick was on me.
Okay, shout out to you.
Anytime you get, you give a chance to give this team a little bit of momentum and play from the lead, that makes them that much better. That's part of the reason why they're a good football team. So when you turn the ball over like that and you give them good position, and you don't really allow our defense to pin their ears back and do their thing, then you're going to struggle as a whole. I don't know about that second one. I really didn't. That set them up too. I really didn't think that they came up with that, but in the box score they did, and it hurt us. So. Yeah, I thought he was going. I was in the wrong, not him. Yep.
Yeah, we saw that ham sandwich though.
More times than you came to today. The second you sit, what about you? How you feeling?
I feel good. That's part of the game. It's tough to come out of a football game and complain about things like that. Like everybody that we have on our team right now is battling, and the guys up front are battling, and it's part of playing tough football games is having to deal with stuff like that.
Okay, well, I'm happy, Joe. Although he looks like there's no soul left in him, I like to see you spry, Joe. I like to see you up. It seems like he's a professional. He knows what it is. All right, so this is a little experiment. Hopefully, this part of this video isn't just chopped off. You're gonna know if this doesn't work because again, this part of this video is just gonna be completely chopped off. But I think I've got something. So bear with me here. I'm gonna go like this with it, right? Now, should I do this or should I do this one? That's the real question. Which one is least obstructive? This or this? I'm gonna try this, but you kind of get where I'm getting at. Let's watch some highlights here. So we got a 3rd and 7 for Joe Flacco. Now, again, this defense is ravenous. I want to point out Mr. Mason Graham, who's been giving people a lot of problems and a lot of issues, really collapsed in this pocket. You got Penei Sewell, who's probably one of the better tackles in the game, getting cooked right here on this left side. Pocket collapse, but Jared Goff is able to, as much as people don't talk about him being an elite player or elite, movement-wise, he does that. And this defense is elite. They're pouncing, they're jumping around, they're flying around, right? And as much as we talked about some bad moments for Joe Flacco, let's also talk about some good moments for Joe Flacco. So here he is on 1st and 10. He sets up, and again, they're working with some backup tackles too, because Downward Jones is out for the season. But look at what we have here. Jerry Jeudy is really battling up here at the top of the route or at the top of the screen here, and Joe Flacco sees it, he likes it, and he really uncorks it, understanding where the timing was. So I do want to stress that this old dog isn't out of all of his tricks. I don't like the jump. I think he was high pointing, expecting somebody to be on him. I would like to see him sit on that and not get twirled around like a spinning dervish. But good play by a great receiver in Jerry Jeudy. We'll throw the overlay back on just in case. Here we go. Quinshon Judkins, a super violent runner. Again, if you watch him at Ohio State, if you watched him at Ole Miss, you know what that was. He broke some records, some SEC records as a freshman, and it continues to look like a very, very scary runner of the back. Send some blitz here or send some pressure here at Joe Flacco. And again, I want to point out when Joe Flacco does give you reasons okay, maybe this is why he's starting, right? Maybe this is what Kevin Stefanski sees that we don't see. All right, I want to show you this. Let's turn the overlay off. We'll go nice and slow with it. We'll go nice and slow with it. So what you have right now. All right, so we got a regular. You got a back here. You're showing 1, 2, 3, 4. You're showing 4, but really, oh wait, sorry. Oh my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're showing 5. You're showing quote unquote 5-on-5 with somebody here who could be showing it's 3rd and 5. This defense likes to get funky. They like to send some things at you, right? Let's slow it down. Let's go half speed. They like to send some things at you. So Joe Flacco sees that. All right, and this linebacker is going to show. Okay, so, and they do bring it. So now we have 6-on-6, theoretically, if this back steps up and does it. But, you really have, 6-on-5. But Ford steps up, makes a great, sticks in the pocket there. Look at what this right side of the offensive line is really 2-on-3. Handles this one-on-one here. The running back does. Really mollywops this linebacker that was coming into blitz. Joe Flacco trusts it. He sits well in this pocket. They're one-on-one, but that one-on-one that it was 2 one-on-ones that turned into now, I guess, 3-on-2 because this homeboy is falling. But this is Aiden Hutchinson. This is a scary, scary man. So obviously it's gonna take a lot, and they're gonna dang near have to hold him to get there. And they do, and it becomes 3-on-1 at one point. But Joe gets the ball out, and they're calling flags. Great catch by once. Is that Bond? Is that Isaiah Bond? Or no, that's Carter. I believe that's Carter there. So great play there. Let's check out this Jerry Jeudy completion too. So they get down there again. I do want to point out, just give him a little positive. There's not all negatives for Mr. Joe, but just the picks were absolute nasty. They were donuts, right? Here he is setting up here. He's gonna go deep. Jerry Jeudy, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. The more they get him the ball, the better. So now here they are in the and we're gonna end it. This is where we're gonna end it, right? So this is my problem here. Right, it's 3rd and goal. You got, Quinshawn in here. And are we serious? Turn off the video overlay. Are we serious on 3rd and goal? We get down. We're here. We are on the goal line, ladies and gentlemen. We did it. An offensive explosion. You can't. You haven't seen the Browns move this well in a long time. But they're doing it. So Kevin Stefanski puts, I believe this is a defense because it's a 90-something defensive player. You got Njoku here. You got everybody. And as you see, the what's it called? Detroit Lions are very well ready for something right up the guzzlet. It's not like you're not. This is a yard. This is a real yard here, ladies and gentlemen. At least it looks like it. Maybe a half a yard, to be honest with you. Maybe a half a yard. But again, Joe Flacco is not Jalen Hurts. I get he's 6'5", but what did y'all think was going to happen? Look, Joe gets it, stands up and looks around, checks his watch, and he just kind of lays down. Like, what did you... I'm not mad at Joe Flacco for not converting this. He's 40 years old. He's 40. He just lays down and gets his ribs taken out from him. Can't do anything. But then on 4th and goal, they just said, what if we give it to a running back? Geniuses. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. Y'all let me know who should be benched and why they should be benched. Is it Shedeur time? The Colts. Anyway, we're going to be right back. You have a phenomenal day. Like the video if you like it. Dislike if you don't. Shedeur for starting QB? I don't know. You let me know. Y'all be great.